you triggered a spiritual awakening within them. So there might have, again, have been a tower moment between the two of you or in this person's personal life where something kind of hit the fan. Something happened. There was a triggering event, and I feel like it's kind of caused your person to really go within, with the Five of Cups and the Moon, and really reflect on, I'm hearing like the consequences of their actions, the consequences of their choices. So take that as it resonates. Yeah, but the moon, I feel like your person is doing shadow work. They're looking at their shadow side. Kind of an emo energy, to be honest. I feel like your person's spending a lot of time, maybe kind of really like wallowing in sadness. So your person might really be crying a lot, just kind of spending a lot of time alone, kind of nursing their wounds. Maybe really, I'm hearing like really crying it out. So listening to maybe sad music, thinking about you. I think the message I'm particularly getting is they're really reflecting on their mistakes here with the cups knocked over. They're really looking at the choices that they wish that they hadn't made or the things that they wish they hadn't said or done. And it's like they're seeing that like almost like they kicked over these cups themselves. And they might have hurt you or hurt this relationship, and that it was very painful, I think, for them. And so this is again triggered some shadow work where I think maybe they're going within and they're thinking about the childhood wounds and things like that that maybe cause them to self-sabotage in this way. And they're really thinking about that behavior within themselves and really reflecting on that. They're doing a lot of like deep evaluation of themselves, really going within, facing the darkness. Then we have the Tower and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, there's been some sort of drama here. This has multiple meanings for me, so take it as it resonates with their situation. So I believe this is something to do with the collapse of something in your person's personal life or like emotional life is like ego driven. So what I'm saying is like, for example, if they're in a karmic situation or if they've been in a karmic pattern of behavior or they've had some sort of dependence on something, anything false right now is kind of falling out of your person's life because of the spiritual awakening. Because what I'm feeling very much is that your person is actually raising their vibration right now. And as they're raising their vibration and ascending, negative energy is falling out of their life. So they're going through a purge of karmic energy right now. And so this could definitely indicate for some of you, if there's a karmic situation, there's a breakdown happening of that, and so your person does want to move forward to you with love. And this could definitely also be relevant that maybe your person is really recognizing a karmic pattern within themselves. I think I mentioned like self-sabotage earlier. Um, and so they're really recognizing a karmic pattern within themselves. And I think honestly, like making the decision to change that. And that decision to change because of the spiritual awakening, because of these epiphanies, um, and ultimately, I think because of a deep sadness that they're feeling, is causing them to really want to, I'm hearing like return to the light again. They're wanting to return to you because you feel like something real and something of substance. So for a lot of you, maybe your person has been following more ego-driven path. Maybe they were in relationships that were more, yeah, like surface-based, stuff like that for some of you. But because of the spiritual awakening, it's like they're starting to really see the falseness of these sorts of situations, and it's starting to really not resonate with them as a person. And I think because they're ascending, they're starting to really resonate with your energy as a person, particularly because they're wanting to connect with someone more spiritual, someone more ascended. And so they're like stepping into their divinity, is what I feel. And so they're interested in in a more divine connection or like a more divine path, is what I'm feeling. I'm hearing like illusion is crumbling all around them. So it's like their world's kind of falling apart because it was based on something not real, not deep, is what I'm feeling. So they definitely want to reunite with you here with the Three of Cups, and they're definitely wanting to complete some cycles here with the world, and they're definitely thinking about, I think, movement towards you as well. The world can indicate travel for some of you, so reuniting, maybe from some physical distance for some of you, or it could even just be emotional distance. There might be some pain in this connection with the Five of Cups. Maybe you guys aren't on speaking terms right now, or there's difficulty here. And so this person kind of wants to bring joy and happiness back into this connection after a time of pain. And then again, with the world, this is another sign of completing karmic cycles, things like that. So your person is starting to also see, I see with the world, like they're starting to kind of feel the sense of oneness with all things. And I think they're starting to see how being in harmony with others and like um, being in unity with others is more, I think, fulfilling, whereas maybe your person was more kind of like egocentric and kind of viewed it was like them versus the world, whereas they're seeing that like everyone is like connected. And I feel like you also hold that similar view, or you hold that energy of more oneness and harmony with all things. And so your person is again attracted to you because of that. And I think you have a lot of depth that they're really interested in. Also, I feel like there, for some of you, this person is again going through dark night of the soul, spiritual awakening. And I feel like maybe you've already been through one, or you're spiritual already. And so I feel like for some of you, your person wants to actually talk to you about spirituality because they feel like you know things that they would like to learn. We have the Ten of Wands and the Emperor. So your person's definitely feeling a bit stressed out and burdened. It makes sense with the Tower and the Five of Cups. Like there's kind of a lot going on in your person's life emotionally. I think they're also thinking about how they have a lot of desire for you. You're a lot of passion for you, pent up. Um, Energy that they really want to express with you. And the Emperor, it's like your person is becoming stronger, more assertive. I feel like they really want to assert themselves in this connection too. Like with the Knight of Cups, it's like they figured something out, and so they've like kind of reached a decision about something, and so they really want to move forward because they're feeling more confident, is what I'm feeling. And yeah, with the Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups, again, wanting to rush towards you for a reunion here. So if you're not already in communication with your person, if this is like a no contact, your person desperately wants to speak to you. They have a lot to say as well with the Ten of Wands. Like, I feel like there's a lot of emotion and feeling that wants to be expressed, but definitely and if you are in communication, your person just wants to continue that. And again, this is definitely signs of reunions. Their person wants, I'm hearing they want to bring the sweetness back into this connection. So if there's been some sort of harsh, I don't know, bitterness in this connection, maybe you guys fought or something, it's like this person doesn't want to be in that energy of conflict anymore with you. They really want to be in an energy of like happiness and joy. And with the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles, yeah, this person is, again, super motivated to come towards you. And I feel like the King of Pentacles really shows your person is dedicated to you in this connection, and they are very loyal to you. Like you are the person they hold close to their heart. The person that they're truly loyal to. So, regardless of karmic situations, this person is loyal to you ultimately, because you are the person that they feel like the most close to. And they're feeling, again, really passionate about you with the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords, really wanting to charge. And so we have Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So a lot of movement here. I feel like there's a lot of movement in your person's life, and onto their mind. They're definitely going through some stress here, some obstacles, but I feel like they are ascending, and I think they're realizing that you're part of that ascension. And again, I think on their conscious mind, they're thinking about like the more that they ascend, the more that they feel called to you in this connection, and the more they want to leave behind other things that like come between the two of you, perhaps as well. All right, clarified judgment, pile one's person. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? Clarified judgment. What's on pile one's person's mind? Ooh, wow. Yes, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. I want to offer you a new beginning. Makes a lot of sense. So yeah, your person does want to offer you a new beginning. And the Judgment card is about, yeah, new beginnings, new things happening. So I feel like that's part of it, is like they want something, they want a rebirth of this connection. Oh wow. Yeah, so I feel like they want something stable as well, like something grounded. Let's see. Clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? Ooh, clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one, please? Clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? Pile one's person's mind about pile one. Clarify the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. So we have You Are My Sacred Lover with the Lovers. So Yeah, this person definitely feels like this is a divine union, connection, definitely soulmate twin flame energy. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, you are my destiny. So with the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like this is definitely on their mind, is that this is a destined connection, which is why I think it's very painful for them if there is some sort of disconnect here, because they feel like you guys are meant to be together. And then they're saying with the Seven of Wands, I'm standing up for what I believe in. So they want to stand up for this connection, because they believe that you are their destiny and their divine counterpart. And so they want to stand up for this connection. They don't want to lose it. And I definitely feel that with all the Knights, it's like this person wants to fight for this love here. Clarify the moon, what's on Paul One's person's mind about Paul One. Clarify the moon, what's on Paul One's person's mind. Page of Cups, what's on Paul. Okay, this makes sense. So we have the ego card. This is the devil. So fear, being lost in illusion, distorted view. And then I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So this person is freeing themselves from this darker energy. What's their deepest fear is their shadow side. They're freeing themselves from their shadow side. And then we have the Page of Cups, which is about reaching out, and they say, I want to flirt with you. So it's like they might have fears about being vulnerable with you. And the Page of Cups is a very vulnerable energy. It's a very sensitive energy. This is a very sweet person. And so it's like they're very sensitive to rejection. I think that could be one of their big fears. But it's like they want to reach out to you in a very sensitive, sweet way, which makes sense because the Six of Cups is a very vulnerable energy of the inner child. And so I think that's how your person wants to approach you, is with a very sweet energy. Because maybe they've been harsh with you in the past because maybe they were triggered or something. Clarify the Tower, what's on pile one's person's mind about pile one. Oh wow, so see. Okay, so we have Ten of Swords, rock bottom, painful endings, feeling broken, betrayal, sadness, agony, consequences, new beginnings. So this makes a lot of sense. The Tower and the Ten of Swords have a similar energy, and the message is it's always darkest before the dawn. So your person is kind of in the darkest hour is what I just heard of their life, or I feel like we have multiple times. I feel like there's always, tower moments and ego deaths happening, I feel like, throughout the duration of life, but there is particularly one in this instance going on with your person. And again, painful endings. So it could be the ending of a karmic situation, and we have fear. Or this could just be maybe a lot of fears have been triggered within this connection. There could have been some sort of childhood wound that was recently brought to the surface. And so this has caused your person to maybe have a kind of a meltdown, is what I'm hearing. But then we have the Star, which is interesting because it comes right after the Tower, which is healing after this turmoil. So healing after turmoil, and then you fill me with hope, and I have faith in our love. So you're kind of getting them through whatever turmoil is going on. It's like this faith and this love is kind of what's pushing them through, I think, to get beyond this. And then you have the Ten of Cups, love, emotional fulfillment, commitment, harmonious union, heaven on earth, and we, you feel like paradise. So it's like they feel like, maybe this Tower moment, all these things that are crumbling to the ground. It's like this vision of paradise with you, heaven on earth, is kind of what's getting them through this dark time, and that's why they really want to pursue you here romantically, because they want this heaven on earth with you. Wow, that's really sweet. Okay, clarify the Ten of Wands. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? Clarify the Ten of Wands. What's on pile one's person's. I love your beautiful heart. I love you, and I'm loyal and committed to you. So yeah, I definitely feel like your person is feeling a lot of, it could be just emotional overwhelm with the Ten of Wands, because they're seeing you for being so beautiful here at the Queen of Cups. They see that you're an empath, that you're compassionate, you're like this beautiful earth angel. You're caring, you're wonderful, and then, they really love you here with the Ace of Cups, and they're really feeling that. And then, yeah, they're feeling really committed to you here, the King of Pentacles. I also feel like the Emperor is a very committed energy. So for some of you, it's definitely like, for some of you, if there's a karmic situation or something in the way of this connection, it's really weighing on them because they are emotionally committed to you and they do have such deep feelings for you. And then this could also represent, Ten of Wands could also represent a lot of these emotions that are maybe being bottled up inside within them. All this love that maybe they're kind of holding within themselves. That's kind of like causing stress in a way, and and that's kind of why maybe they're holed up in their room crying, because they have so much that they wish they could tell you. Clarify the Knight of Swords. What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? Clarify the Nine of Swords. The Knight of Swords. What's on oh wow, Seven of Pentacles. I'm invested in you and our future. So this person really wants a future with you here, and they're definitely thinking about a future. They're definitely planning for the long term. Very emotionally invested in this connection as well, and that's why they want to move towards you quickly. I'm really hearing like they don't want to lose you. I'm hearing like before it's too late. So it's like your person somehow is maybe worried about the timing of things. They might be worried that you'll move on if they don't act quickly. So there's some sort of urgency they're feeling here. Let's just get a couple more oracle cards. All right, what's on pile one's person's mind about pile one, please? What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? What's on pile one's person's mind about pile one? What's on pile one's person's mind about Palin's person's mind. Okay, so interesting. We do have the death card here with transformation. So this makes a lot of sense. This person's going through an ego death. They're going through a transformation. They're seeing how you're involved in this. We have the crown chakra. So they're starting to really get these divine downloads here. They're starting to really wake up, which makes sense with the judgment energy. Solar plexus. So this is about them actually starting to work on their self-esteem, starting to feel worthy of you as well. That could have been a really big problem. Maybe your person had solar plexus issues, they had unworthiness. And for some of you, this is a specific message. They might have chosen a karmic path or situation because they had these solar plexus issues that made them feel unworthy of this connection. So therefore, they felt like they should pursue something that they felt it was like ultimately like not what they really wanted, but it's like what they felt like they deserved. Because they didn't feel like they were good enough for this connection. But of course, something like that's falling apart, and they're realizing that this is what they really want. So they're working on themselves. And with the Two of Pentacles, movement, choices, and decisions, and now they're having to reach a decision here about their priorities and what they really want in life. And I think they're realizing that they want to aim for something higher, is what I'm hearing. So really, really big changes, I feel like, unfolding for your person. And I feel like you're very integrated in all of this. Like you've inspired them to hope for something better for themselves. You know, that they're not going to just settle for something less than what they truly want, is what I'm feeling. All right, what does file one? What does file one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does file one's person want to say to pile one, please? What does file one's person want to say to pile one? What does file one's person? Ooh, wow. Okay, so very powerful. So we have I'm transmuting my darkness into light. So that's exactly what's going on. Shadow work, your person is transmuting all this darkness, all this pain, oh sorry, all this suffering, they're transmuting this into light. They're using it as fuel for their ascension. And then fears of abandonment make it hard for me to be close with you. So I avoid it even though deep down my heart is craving your affection. So this person maybe had issues where they might have run away from you when they felt like you guys were getting too close, because they were feeling scared of being abandoned, and so this closeness with you felt scary because they didn't want to get close to you and then lose you, is what I'm feeling. I'm too busy being in love with you to fall for somebody new. Wow. So this is from Do I Want to Know by the Arctic Monkeys. It's a kind of a lyric, I think. Um, and so this person is basically saying, like, you know, they're really in love with you. They can't fall in love with anyone else because they're just too busy being in love with you. I overreact so much when it comes to you. I feel crazy sometimes. So there could have been definitely triggering that happened. They might have felt really crazy. They might have overreacted to something small. They might have made some assumptions. They might have jumped to conclusions, which maybe really triggered them. So if they lashed out at you, it could have been because of that. Other people's opinions about our connection don't matter. What matters is the love we share. So your person's also starting to, I think, learn that other people's opinions don't matter, period. That, you know, they live the life that they want to live. And if they love you, then that's all that matters. Oh wow, it's always been you. So they feel like it's always been you. You've always been the one. I always seem to find more reasons to love you. Oh, that's so sweet. So this person's feeling like They're finding more reasons to love you. They're falling more in love with you. I'm not ignoring you. In fact, I'm thinking about you constantly. I'm just overwhelmed with emotions right now, and I need to ground myself and calm down before I can reconnect with you. So this is definitely making a lot of sense if your person has gone no contact or like kind of disappeared. They're not ignoring you. They're thinking about you all the time. They're just feeling really overwhelmed, which makes sense because they are going through a lot right now. But they want to connect with you when they feel grounded. All I want is to see you again. I need to see your face in front of mine and hold you in my arms. So your person really wants to reunite with you, definitely in the physical world. Our love is infinite, very beautiful. So this is kind of a forever love. And then I'm jealous of the people that get to spend time with you. I wish I were the one getting your love and attention. So this person might struggle with some jealousy. They're jealous of who gets to spend time with you. They wish that they were the one, getting your time and and attention. And I feel like also your person really worries about you being with other people, like romantically. So if you are in another connection, your person's really jealous of whoever you're with. This is also just like family and friends. It's like they're missing you a lot, and so they wish that they could get all your attention. Like they don't want other people to get your attention in some way because maybe they're feeling like they're not getting enough from you right now, or I don't know. There's like it seems like there's some inner child thing around abandonment. So maybe they feel like if you love other people, it means you don't love them, or you're going to abandon them, or something like that, or you love other people more than them, which could be like a painful story that maybe they tell themselves. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say? I'm transforming into a more enlightened being. That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of transformation here going on. They're transmuting their darkness into light. I want to be vulnerable with you. I think I was saying something about vulnerability, like with the Six of Cups. Like this person really wants to be vulnerable with you. They want to be honest about their feelings with you. I think they know that vulnerability is the key to a good relationship, or maybe they're learning that. If I had one night, I'd spend it with you. Our souls are destined to unite. So I think destiny coming out again. You make me feel things I've never felt before. I've been reflecting on our past. If I could go back in time, I would never hurt you like that again. So they might have really gotten triggered and hurt you. So there's wishing that they could go back in time, and then you're all I want. So this person really, really wants you. You're all that they want. Which might be why they go a little crazy or get really jealous, is because they're really, really like obsessed with you, kind of. What else does Paul One's person want to say to Pile? What else does Paul One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Paul One's person want to say? Um, I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. So apologizing. You're my true counterpart. I don't want anyone else. There's a lot more going on with me beneath the surface. Don't be fooled by my mask. Just because I don't show my emotions doesn't mean they aren't there. So this person is going through a lot underneath it, but they might be kind of keeping this cold, stoic, sort of masculine exterior. But they are going through a lot of emotional turmoil right now. I wish you could hold me and tell me that everything is going to be okay and that you love me. Please be patient with me. I've never felt this way about someone before, and you bring me back to my true essence. So this person's really wanting to be comforted. I think again it goes back to that jealousy thing. It's like when you're with other people, and maybe it feels like you're leaving them behind, and it's like they're really wanting to be nurtured and comforted by you. And then you're bringing them back to who they are as a soul. So again, if your person's in kind of like lost in the matrix or lost in illusion, it's like they're kind of rediscovering who they really are through this connection. And I think you're ultimately helping them to, yeah, become enlightened, to ascend as well, to transmute. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? Ooh. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? So they want to say, I want to be in a committed relationship with you. So they really want this commitment with you here. I think that came up earlier with the King of Pentacles, like I'm loyal and committed to you. I will never let you go. You are my heaven on earth. Yeah, and the Ten of Cups came out earlier as well. You're the best part of my life. You light up my whole world, and I want to be with you forever. So, yeah, this person has super deep feelings for you. They really want to be with you for the long term. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? Oops. I want to settle down with you. I'm grateful for all the moments we have shared, and I like to imagine our wedding day. Interesting. So your person definitely likes to imagine getting married to, being with you. I feel you even when we are apart, and I wish I was as good at talking about my feelings as you are, so I could finally speak my truth to you. So this person does want to be vulnerable because they have all these repressed things that they haven't said to you that they wish that they could. And let's get a couple last messages. What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say to Pile One? What else does Pile One's person want to say? See, my love for you is as deep as the ocean. All very sweet. This person does have really, really deep love for you. And then I'm thinking about what we could be together. So yeah, this person's definitely thinking about a future with you here. They're thinking about, like what you guys could have, what you guys could be in the future, all the things you could do as a couple. All right, let's get some of their current energy now. What is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One, please? What is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One, please? Oh wow, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But definitely thinking about how you could be the one. What else is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One? Um, See, express your love. Whoa, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So this person is definitely thinking about expressing to you how they feel, making a romantic gesture, which makes sense because of all the nights that came up earlier. And then retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So it's like they kind of want to, like, I'm hearing like elope. It's like they want to run away with you, get away from whatever's going on. I also feel like disconnecting from illusion. Like they want to come into like real ascension with you and like see beyond the illusions of everything and like really just be together in like a very spiritual way, as well as romantic. But I also feel like a lot of spiritual energy from this person towards you. All right, what else is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One? What else is Pile One's person's current energy towards Pile One, please? So strength. This also kind of reminds me of the Ten of Wands, like, having to carry the world on your shoulder, but it's like they want to overcome these obstacles, whatever's holding them back, they want to overcome them to be with you. And then we have surrender. So your person is going through some sort of spiritual surrender, which makes sense because the judgment energy is about surrendering to the divine and kind of letting go. And then we have fulfillment. So your person feels very fulfilled with you here. They feel like, again, you're like Ten of Cups energy. You're like their heaven on earth. And then we have silence. But for now, maybe this person is kind of in the mood of facing their darkness here with this moon on this card. I can see that the moon did come out earlier. So it's like your person is having to surrender and face their darkness in the silence. Maybe they're needing this quiet time to really go within, to surrender. And I think this is also about them wanting to achieve some sort of emotional fulfillment within themselves as well. All right, let's get you some advice. Advice for Pile One. What does Pile One need to hear? Does Pile One need to hear? Ooh, nice. What does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to hear right now, please? Does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to hear right now? Does Pile One need to so we have Lord Ganesh, infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So this is definitely another sign about tower moments, things being removed, things being cleared out for this connection. And then Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connection between all things. And this reminds me a lot of the judgment and the world energy of coming into oneness. So you are expanding your consciousness, which makes a lot of sense because your person is as well. And you're starting to see how, like, the unity and the connectedness between all things. And I feel like that's helping your person to do that as well. All right, let's get you some more advice from this deck. More advice for Pile One. What else does Pile One need to hear? What else does Pile One need to hear? Choose love. You always have a choice, make yours with the love. So choosing love in this situation, even if there's been triggering or difficulties, that's a conscious choice you can make. And I feel like it will improve the situation. And then interesting, focus on love, look for the good in everyone. So look for the good in your person, feel gratitude for them, and look for the good in this situation, even if it's hard. So choose love and focus on love. So I feel like those are very clear things, guidance from spirit to really focus on love at this moment. And I feel like, again, that's helping all these obstacles to be removed because I feel like if you focus on love, it helps your person to focus on love as well. And then your energy becomes very, I feel like, magnetizing to them. All right, let's get some more little messages from them and see what else they want to say to you. What else does pile one's person want to say to pile one? What else does pile one's person want to say to pile in, please? I want a second chance. Yeah, makes sense. You're my destiny. Let me hold you and let's run away together. Okay, that's so funny because that's literally what I said. It's the retreat card. Like they want to elope with you, or they want to run away with you. Pile one's person's overall energy towards pile one, please. Pile one's person's overall energy towards pile one, please. Pile one's person's overall energy. Oh, uh, oh, that makes sense. Okay, so we have the Five of Cups again, so kind of depressed, sad, missing you. The Four of Cups again, this is definitely a sign of like being discontent with their current reality. Five of Swords, so conflict maybe in the past between you guys, or person's looking back on that with regret. And then the Page of Wands, it's like wanting to reach out to you again, wanting a second chance with you, wanting to mend things is what I'm hearing. But this Paul one needs to hear right now. This Paul one to hear right now. Okay, ooh, interesting. So we have this little cross. So I feel like this is about having faith, Christ consciousness as well. This little Ace of Wands, so a lot of passion. This rune, this one says joy. So you bring them a lot of joy. I'm feeling like their life is kind of devoid of joy right now. We have the letter O, which I feel like is for optimism. We have this little dream catcher, so you guys might be meeting up in dreams right now. I feel like this is also saying your dreams are really important, so maybe write them down. They might be giving you important messages. This is a little Zia symbol, so I feel like this is about harmony, unity, all the four elements coming together into one. The central sun as well. This little pyramid, so it could be a connection to ancient Egypt, but I feel like this is definitely about gaining wisdom. This rune one is fertility. So this is a very fertile time. Again, rebirth, ascension, kind of that Empress energy as well. They could even think about like having kids with you for some of you. This little cell phone, so they want to hit you up on the phone. This says family, so this person could think about introducing you to their family. Maybe you guys already have a family together or they want one. Also, I think this is a sign you guys are soul family. Oh, another sign of communication. Look, with a little love letter. So yeah, your person definitely wants to reach out to you. The letter N, I feel like that's about new beginnings. And then this little apple. So I feel like your person is becoming healthier as well right now. They're working on their health. All right, pile one, that is what I have for you today. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance and bliss. Take care. All right, bye-bye. Hello, pile two. Welcome to your reading. Hope you're doing super well. It's great to have you. All right, what's on their mind when it comes to you? Let's take a look. All right, pile two. What is on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two, please? What is on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two, please? What is on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two? What is on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two, please? Ooh. What is on pile two's personal mind? Okay, let's take a look at these. All right, Six of Swords, Justice, the Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, on there, Knight of Cups, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Temperance, Page of Wands, Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so what is on their mind? So the Ten of Swords, I'm immediately feeling like there might have been some sort of triggering event or painful thing that has recently happened in this connection. Your person's really thinking about this. I also feel like I'm hearing in my head they're really beating themselves up mentally for something that they've done. So take that as it resonates. I think your person, like these swords, are almostly like I'm feeling like self-inflicted. So your person's really being hard on themselves about something. So that could be if there's been some sort of pain or difficulty in this connection recently. it's like really, really hurting your person. And like with the Ten of Swords, like the energy I get from this is like it's that full body pain of like separation or that kind of deep shame you feel when maybe you really have hurt someone you care about. It's like a full body experience of a lot of pain and torment. And so I definitely feel like that's what's going on with your person. So for those of you where it resonates that there's been something your person has done or there's a separation, it's like a full body ache your person is feeling, as well as mentally a lot of they're being really hard on themselves about it. So feeling very like defeated by something, or like I'm just feeling like defeated, like they defeated themselves, like they've hurt themselves in a way. I'm hearing like they ran into their own knife, which is like kind of interesting. So take that as it resonates. We have the Six of Swords and the Four of Swords. So yeah, there's been something really painful here at the Ten of Swords, and your person wants to move past it. They want to leave this conflict, this difficulty in the past. They want to get beyond that. They want to come into calmer waters, definitely. Let go of any drama. And then with the Four of Swords, this person is definitely taking time to heal from whatever this has been, this Ten of Swords. This also is a card of betrayal. For some of you, your person may have betrayed you or felt betrayed by you somehow. So that could be relevant. And it's like your person is also, they could have just felt like they betrayed themselves by maybe hurting you. And so, yeah, they're really needing to just recover from this because they're kind of going through a lot right now. And they just really want to be alone and just like nurse their wounds and just kind of like hide away and just try to let go of all this suffering that they're going through right now. And then we have Justice and the Seven of Swords. So, yeah, the Ten of Swords can also definitely represent like karmatic justice or like negative consequences to things that we do. And so there could have been some sort of karmatic justice for, again, like some sort of betrayal or hurtful words or something your person did or said or something to do with that. And so they're experiencing the feedback from that. It's like, they're reaping what they've sown. So if they've sown negativity or pain or conflict in this connection, they're reaping that, they're feeling that. And then the Seven of Swords can definitely represent like deception, hiding things, being hurtful. It also can sometimes represent some sort of emotional betrayal. So if your person did betray you on some level or hurt you, or they've, been cruel to you, it's like they're feeling betrayed, like they've betrayed themselves, and they're really seeing that. And they're definitely, I think, thinking about how this is karma for their actions. So definitely if your person does believe in karma or is spiritual, they're definitely thinking about that. If not, your person is just like, man, like I really messed up and I'm feeling that. I'm feeling the consequences of my actions. I feel really bad. And then we have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. So, wow, your person's feeling super out in the cold, really miserable, very sad and happy. This is abandoned as well. So maybe they feel like you've kind of maybe walked away from this connection, or you're angry at them for some of you, and they're feeling that. They're feeling like maybe you've energetically pulled away, and they're definitely feeling the absence of your energy. They're really missing you, and again, feeling really bad about what they've done. So, yeah, your person's kind of going through a lot. And then with the Three of Pentacles, it's like they want to rebuild this connection. They want to put in the work to, I think, repair whatever damage has been done to this connection, because they are feeling so distraught and out in the cold and miserable that they're like, I really need to fix things between us. I need to make things right. And I feel like the Justice card also can represent that, wanting to make things right between the two of you, because they feel like I'm hearing like they really messed things up. So we also have the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So it's interesting. This is on your person's conscious mind, that they are holding back on feelings for you. So part of the Seven of Swords energy could have been that your person was being really strategic with how much emotion they showed you, or it could have been that they tried to act like they didn't have feelings for you at all. And so your person's kind of reflecting on how they've really been hiding their feelings here. I think they're thinking about how they've been deceptive, and it's maybe been really unfair to you, and that they are holding back on a lot of emotions here. They're keeping a lot of feelings close to their chest, but they are thinking about how much they love you. So despite all this drama and craziness, your person has so much love for you, and I think they're really starting to realize that they've maybe acted in ways that were more fear or ego driven. They maybe didn't make the loving choice. Maybe they got reactive when they should have just been, seeing things from a higher perspective and maybe taking time to really judge the situation fairly. Maybe they did get reactive and they kind of acted impulsively and they're maybe hurtful for some of you. And so they're really thinking about how they wish that they maybe chosen the loving option, chosen the loving perspective, and that maybe they've kind of landed themselves in a really negative feeling spot because they kind of um, damage this connection by being in more of a fear energy. We also have the Knight of Cups and Temperance. So yeah, your person again wants to balance things out with you. They want to heal this connection. They want to make things right. They want to come towards you with the Knight of Cups. They really want to pursue you here romantically as well. For some of you, this could be like offering you like a token of goodwill or like an apology or something. But this person wants to heal this connection because they feel like they've really, really damaged it. And so they're like wanting to rebuild, wanting to heal, wanting to mend this. I also feel like in their current reality, they're also just taking a lot of time to heal from this. Because I definitely feel like they got triggered, like they're in pain too, about something. So they're having to also just recalibrate themselves and just kind of like get their head straight because they're also reeling from this. So though there's a message in here that if you feel like if there's arguments or difficulties in this connection, that you're the only person that suffers, that you're the only person that feels the the negative energy of separation or distance with this person. This person feels it just as much as you do. So you're definitely not the only one who's hurting. If there's been some sort of pain in this connection, you're not the only one who's like suffering. This person is also really suffering. So even if they try to act like they're totally fine, like this person's also really hurting. So in some ways, I feel like that's a comfort because it's not like it's all in your head. And you're the only one who's like crying or sad. It's like this person's also really going through a lot emotionally too. They're very distraught, is what I'm feeling. Um, for some of you, your person is like even more in pain in some ways because I feel like, especially if they're the ones that cause the problems, they're having to also deal with the guilt of that. Whereas you're maybe you don't have to take it personally, whereas it's like they have to live with the consequences of their actions. We have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So your person is very loyal to you here. They're feeling very committed to you. They want to provide you stability, and they definitely want to reach out to you. With the Page of Wands, they want to communicate with you, talk to you. I feel like also they want to see how you've been. This person really cares about you, I feel like, on a deep level. Even if maybe they get reactive and don't show it, this person has this deep, like there's a certain maturity about them when it comes to their emotions, is what I feel like. They have very, very deep, rich feelings for you, even if they don't show them. There's a lot going on here with your person. You mean a lot to them, is what I'm hearing. Like you're very, very important to them. And we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. So your person's definitely feeling trapped a bit. feel like this is about them being trapped in their own fears. I'm hearing their own delusions. Definitely trapped in maybe guilt and shame as well. So with this Seven of Pentacles, this is a sign of patience. So is the Temperance, that it might take some time for your person to free themselves from this emotional trap that maybe they've put themselves in. And so they're kind of patiently waiting for, maybe for themselves to heal. This could also definitely be about maybe having to wait out a karmic situation if there's some sort of timing involved here. For some reason, your person maybe is having to wait until they can free themselves from something to be with you. But this person definitely wants to return to you if they are in some sort of situation that keeps them away from you. Because again, with this Seven of Pentacles, this is definitely an emotional investment. And along with the King of Pentacles, like your person really is, I feel like, primarily emotionally invested in this connection, which is why they feel so cold and miserable without you. Like really, really miserable with the Ten of Swords. All right. They're very afraid of losing you, is what I just heard. All right, clarify the Ten of Swords. What's on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two? Clarify the Ten of Swords. What's on pile two's person's mind when it comes to pile two? Oh wow, so we have the Death card, which makes sense. Endings, bringing new beginnings, powerful change, ego death, dark night of the soul, purification, metamorphosis. I'm going through a powerful change and transforming into a new state of being. So yeah, your person's really going through something. They're ascending, and I feel like that's what this ego death is about, is it's allowing them to ascend. And they want something to, I feel like, be reborn in this connection as well. I feel like your person is in the process of maybe being reborn. We have the Empress, divine feminine love, sensuality, beauty, Listening to emotions as well. Your beauty nurtures my soul. So this person feels like you are their empress, and that's why I think it hurts so much if they feel like they've lost you because you are that divine feminine for them. Two of Swords, choices, conflict, mental confusion, weighing options, trying to reach a solution. I'm at a crossroads in my life. So this person is at a crossroads. They're having to make some sort of choices about what they're doing with their life. Are they going to choose love versus fear? This could also be about having to choose to maybe leave behind a karmic situation as well, or at least just leave behind like karmic patterns. Eight of Swords. Okay, interesting. Came out again. Trapped in fear, victimization, disempowerment. I need to free myself from the fears that hold me back. So they know that they need to do this. They need to free themselves from these fears. And I feel like their fears are maybe what's causing this mental confusion with the Two of Swords because their judgment's being blocked by this. We have the Hanged Man, enlightenment, gaining spiritual insight, new perspective, paradigm shift, realization, sacrificing ego. I'm seeing things from a new point of view, but it's like they're having to sacrifice this ego because maybe they're seeing things from your perspective and it's making them have to live through your shoes and really understand things from your perspective, which is having to let go of their own feeling that, they're right all the time. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. In my eyes, you're a perfection because with the Nine of Pentacles and the Empress, it's like they truly see you as perfection. You're this divine, beautiful, feminine energy. You're like perfect to them. So that's why it also really hurts because I feel like they know that they'll never be able to replace you. And if they feel like they've lost you for good, it definitely just makes it worse because it's like they'll be searching for the rest of their life to replace this love if it is lost. Oh wow. Clarify the Seven of Swords, Pile Two's person's current thoughts about Pile Two. What's on Pile Two's person's mind? What's on Pile Two's person's mind? Clarify the Seven of Swords. What's on Pile Two's person's mind? Clarify the Seven of Swords. King of Swords, logic, deep thinking, strategy. I'm analyzing the situation in order to distinguish truth from illusion. So yeah, your person is, I think, being strategic here, trying to, I think, understand this situation. They're trying to really figure things out in their head, like, what they're supposed to do here, where they're supposed to go. We have Queen of Pentacles, which is interesting because the King of Pentacles came out, nurturing, abundant, loyal, committed. You make me feel loved and safe because ultimately you do make them feel so loved and so safe. And I feel like that's why this Five of Pentacles energy is present because without you as this stable force in their life, they kind of like lose it, I feel like. And then Knight of Swords, decisive action, extreme desire for something, fast movement, communication, assertiveness. I want to take immediate action towards you. And then they are feeling like they do want to take, action towards you. They want to figure out how to do that because you make them feel so happy that it's like they really, really miss you. And so it's like they're wanting to just like rush into your life, like come back into your life because they're really missing you a lot. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. What's on File Two's person's mind about File Two? I'm letting go of my fears so I can take a leap of faith. So they want to let go of fears here. They want to let go of these obstacles, these challenges, so they can take a leap of faith to come back towards you. Three of Pentacles, I want to build a solid foundation with you. So they really want something solid with you here. They want something real, stable, committed. And then I'm standing up for what I believe in with the Seven of Wands. So they want to stand up for this connection. They want to build something with you. It's interesting the Three of Pentacles came out twice. So definitely reiterating this message that if there's been damage to this, they want to reestablish the stability that was maybe lost. And then we have the Devil card, fear, unrestrained, lust, service to self, being lost in illusion. I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So they are having to free themselves from these fears so they can take this leap of faith, so they can be brave. And then, oh wow, we have the Knight of Cups again. I want to come to you and give you my love. Look at that. So this person definitely wants to pursue you here. They want to take action towards you. They want to give you their love. And I feel like they're hoping that their love can maybe help to heal this, especially if they like give you an apology or something, or just make it up to you by maybe by being really nice to you or something. That's definitely what they're thinking about. Like, how do I make things right with this person? Clarify the Four of Pentacles. What's on File Two's person's mind? Ten of Wands, of overcoming obstacles to be with you. You are all I've ever wanted. You are a dream come true with the Nine of Cups. And then Five of Pentacles, abandoned, homesick, yearning, displacement, rejection, feeling unloved. Life feels so cold without we by my side. So yeah, definitely, especially if they've been holding back on these emotions. It's like life feels very cold without you. They're really miserable here without you by their side. They're feeling really abandoned. What I'm hearing is like you're like their best friend, and so when they feel like things aren't good between the two of you, it's like really, really painful because they feel like they've lost yeah, their best friend as well as, their love. And so it's just this like really, really terrible feeling I think that they get. Let's see. Clarify the Eight of Swords from pile two's person's mind about pile two. I'm gonna do this again. Clarify the Eight of Swords, what's on pile two's person's mind about pile two. Clarify the Eight of Swords on pile two's. Um, So we have the hermit seeking spiritual wisdom, isolation. Makes sense. They're kind of going on this inner journey, soul searching and relying on the divine to guide me. So I think that could even be represented with this Eight of Swords. It's like they're kind of inside their head, having to go within, because maybe the external world isn't helping them to calm down. Ace of Wands, passion, movement, and my passion for you lights me up inside, and that's like why they want this new beginning here. They're feeling all lit up for you. Oh wow, Eight of Wands. Um, my passion for you is so intense. I want you right now. So, wow, your person's also just feeling tons of passion. And it could be really difficult, especially if they're stuck in a situation that causes them to not be able to be with you. It's really driving them crazy because they have all this passion for you. Oh, wow. And we have the Ten of Pentacles, long-term abundance, strong foundation. I want you in my life forever. So this person wants to definitely build a foundation with you, and they want you in their life for good. Like they want this, long-lasting relationship with you. So again, it's like really stressing them out, I think, if they're not able to have it for some reason, because it's like kind of like you are their wish fulfillment, and so it feels like they're losing out on like their greatest wish in a way, is what I'm feeling. All right. What's on pile two's person's mind about pile two right now, please? What is on pile two's person's mind about pile two right now, please? What else is on pile two's person's mind about pile two? What else is on pile two's person's mind about pile two, please? What else is on pile two's person's mind about pile two? Okay, interesting. So we have hope here with the star. So it's like they're hoping that there could be healing to come in this connection. They're hoping that there can be a new beginning, partnership, and alliances. So yeah, this is the Three of Pentacles or Three of Wands. So they're wanting to, I feel like, take action towards you, move towards you. They want to build this connection here. They want to have an alliance with you, a partnership. Um, and then we have conflict and despair with the Five of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely been some conflict here. Your person is definitely feeling the despair, and that's why they want to reconnect with you here. It's like they want to reach out to you, I'm seeing with these cards. And then right now they're wanting to rest and rejuvenate with the Four of Swords, which makes sense it came out, and rebuild their confidence at the solar plexus, like rebuild their self-esteem, their sense of themselves, because I feel like they're definitely feeling very defeated and very sad and miserable right now. And so they know that they need to like kind of like rebuild themselves before they can rebuild this connection. Forgive themselves for whatever they've done. All right. What does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? Does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? What does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? Does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? I feel like they're all relevant. I will take them. Let's see. I'm seeing now that you always had my best interest at heart. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. So they're seeing that you really did love them unconditionally. You really did always care. And maybe they thought that you didn't care or that you didn't love them or that you were trying to hurt them or something because maybe they were kind of like confused or it was just their ego or something, or maybe they've been through a lot, so they expected that you were going to hurt them. But they're seeing that you really did love them unconditionally. I didn't want to show you how much power you have over me, but the truth is I'm wrapped around your finger. So yeah, that's kind of like this Four of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, keeping things close to your chest, not showing you how they really feel, because they didn't want you to know that you have all this power over them, all this love that they feel for you. They didn't want you to like use it as like I'm hearing like weaponize it. They didn't want you to hurt them because they care so much. I want to join you in the temple of love. Wow, that's very magical. So this person definitely is wanting to ascend with you here. I feel like that's about union. My life doesn't feel right without you in it. You're the missing piece of the puzzle. Oh, yeah, they're really not feeling quite right. They're definitely feeling really weird right now. Sometimes I try to think of ways to tell you how much you mean to me, but I get nervous to speak and afraid of your reply. So they get scared to tell you how they really feel, which is why they hold it back. You're part of my soul purpose. At the core, we are pure love. So at the core, this person's starting to really feel that, there is love in this connection. And even if there's been triggering, ultimately there is love because your soul is made of love. And so the rest of it is just fear, the things that come between love and us. You're my everything. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Um, I've never felt love the way I do with you. The times we spent together are some of the happiest moments of my life. You're such a good person. It makes me feel even worse about the way I've acted because I know that you didn't deserve that treatment. Whoa. So, yeah, if your version didn't hurt you, it's like they're really feeling guilty about it because you're such a good person. And it's like you probably didn't react. You probably have been very unconditionally loving to them. And so it makes them even almost feel worse because it shows them that they were really in the wrong, and that you didn't deserve to be treated badly. When I impulsively react out of sadness, anger, or fear, even if I felt justified in the moment, after enough time passes and I calm down, I always feel guilty and regretful. So even if they feel like justified because they get triggered and maybe they're reactive and hurtful, they feel very guilty and regretful. And I definitely feel that energy from them right now. And then I love it when you're being yourself. So they love you for who you are. They love it when you're being yourself. They think you have a fantastic personality. They really care about you a lot. Let's see what else they want to say to you. What else does Pile Two's person what to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person really want to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person what to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person what to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person what to say? Let's see. I'm being strategic and trying to figure out the best course of action. Yeah, so that makes sense because the King of Swords did come up and the Seven of Swords can represent strategy. So they are being strategic. They're kind of in their head trying to figure out what to do with this connection. I'm feeling the powerful urge to unite with you. I'm planning on contacting you. Interesting. So that makes a lot of sense. They are planning on reaching out. You can trust me. You were my mirror and I was scared of my reflection. Yeah, so there could have been a lot of mirroring of painful wounds here, and so it could have really scared them. They might have run away. No matter what obstacles come between us, we shall overcome. You're the only one for me, and you are my best friend. Oh my gosh, that's crazy because I was just saying that like you're this person's best friend. They really miss you and you're not in their life. But also Pile Two's person went to say to Pile Two, I want to cuddle you. I burn from the heat between us. You make my body ache with desire, so tons of passion. Your love is all I want. Wow, very powerful. So they're starting to really realize that. The grass wasn't greener on the other side. So this is about karmic situation. So if that resonates, this person hasn't found the same happiness with you, with anyone else. I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Whoa. So the grass wasn't greener and they made a mistake. So definitely if you felt like they chose another situation over you, they're realizing that was a mistake. Sometimes I lie awake at night thinking about you, wishing you were beside me. Walking away from you broke me, and I'm so emotional over us. Wow. So a lot of emotions, and it's like if they did walk away or run away, it really broke them. They're feeling really tormented by it, regretful. What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two, please? What else does Pile Two's person want to say to Pile Two? You are true perfection. This love is transforming me. Makes sense. They're definitely going through something right now. You bring me closer to God, so you're bringing them closer to the divine. You're aiding them in the spiritual awakening. I feel you in my heart. You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Oh, love me tender. So they're wanting you to be soft with them. I feel like gentle. They're really like missing your gentle touch. We have an unbreakable bond. You're my forever. I'm forever yours. Interesting. Two messages about forever. You touched my heart so profoundly. I know I will never be the same, and I want to be in a harmonious union with you. It's interesting because I was saying that earlier, like with they want to join you in the temple of love. I was like, that's very much like a union energy. So this person, oh yeah, and they're saying like, I feel a powerful urge to unite with you. I want to be in a harmonious union with you. So this person's really wanting harmony in this connection. They're really wanting balance. That's what they truly want. I feel like is this harmonious union. What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two, please? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say? I want to spend all day in bed with you with no interruption. So again, all that passion. I want to breathe you in and lose myself in you. And I didn't even know it was possible for me to love someone as much as I love you. So this is all really waking your person up. They're really realizing a lot here. And then what else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? What else does pile two's person want to say to pile two? This is interesting. No one has ever cared for me as much as you do. So this person's really seeing that like no one has ever loved them as much as you do. No one has ever cared about them as much as you do. Wow, you're my other half. Really beautiful. So this person feels like you're their other half, that you are meant to be with each other, which is why it's like they're missing you so much because you're their best friend. They want to be in this union with you here. They're really missing you. And again, especially if this is like a twin soul divine counterpart connection, if you resonate with that, I feel like if they have hurt you, it has really hurt them as well because they are directly mirroring the pain, and they feel your pain, like literally, is what I'm sensing. All right, what is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? Oh wow, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah, definitely. That makes a lot of sense here. And codependency addictions are affecting your romantic life. So this person could have, I feel like codependency can be kind of like abandonment issues. Like it's almost like they're so scared of losing you that they run away from you, which is almost like a codependent thing. So it's kind of a reflection of their self-esteem issues. So this person is having to work on, I feel like, maybe they don't really love themselves. So it's like they're really having to work on that. And I definitely feel like if they've treated you with not a lot of love and compassion, it's a reflection of how they treat themselves, and how they're feeling about themselves. So again, don't take it personally if they've been hurtful. All right, what is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two, please? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? What is pile two's person's current energy towards pile two? Okay, interesting. So we have playfulness with this cute little sand castle, and delight. So it's like they're wanting to bring joy back into this connection. They're wanting to have playful happiness here. They're wanting to bring just a sense of, yeah, joy. And it's like, again, you're like their best friend. It's like they miss you like a child misses their best friend, or like, like their favorite teddy bear or something. That's what I'm feeling. And then simplicity. So this feels like they're clearing out the clutter of their life. Like they're clearing out the clutter of their mind, maybe their, mental health issues or something like that. This could also be about leaving things behind. They're wanting to simplify their life so they can be with you. And then strength. They're wanting to have the strength, I feel like, to come towards you, to improve themselves, and to heal this connection. And again, grow that inner strength with that solar plexus damage that maybe for some of you, your person's solar plexus, their confidence was damaged at a young age because of maybe bullying or their parents or something. And so they're having to repair really, really deep wounds around like unworthiness. All right. Advice for file two, please. Advice for file two. Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. We're a cloak of protection and love. So the universe is around you, surrounding you, protecting you. So, you are surrounded by love at this time. And then Sanat Kumaro, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So, you are protected. You are safe. Listen to your internal guidance. And don't be afraid to shine your light because the universe has your back. The universe is with you. And you are very protected and loved. And definitely listen to what your higher self is telling you, what your inner guidance is saying, more than what anybody else has to say, because it's most important what your higher self has to say to you. That's the most important thing. And then physical touch, a tender touch that can mean so much. So your person really misses your touch here. I feel like, if you have the chance to be with your person, maybe reuniting in that way, or it's just a physical reaffirmation of like love, maybe just giving them a nice warm hug if you see them, something like that. And then get to know each other, learn to meet each other's need for love. So I feel like this is a message that you and this person are kind of learning each other's love languages. You're learning to meet each other where you, need, like maybe you're having to learn your person's needs. They're having to learn what they need. And I feel like this is ultimately, I feel like as you guys mature, you will learn to give each other what you need better and with less painful triggering. But I feel like if you are being triggered by each other a lot, it's probably so that those things can be cleared out for a union down the road. All right, let's get some messages. What else does Pile Two's person what to say to Pile Two? When I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. I'm full of regret and pain. Yeah, that basically sums up the reading. I'm hiding my feelings, but I do love you. I'm your secret admirer, and this isn't over. Wow. So that makes a lot of sense. Definitely sums it up. All right, what is Pile Two's person's overall energy towards Pile Two, please? What is Pile Two's person's overall energy towards Pile Two, please? What is Pile Two's person's overall? Um, bear with me. Okay, so we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Oh my God, this is crazy. Okay, so definitely I'm getting divine counterpart energy from this. So they're definitely seeing that way. Oh, wow. And the Three of Swords, yes, they're very heartbroken because they feel like you're their soulmate and they might have lost you or there's something going on in this connection. Wow. I felt that viscerally. I was like, ouch. So yeah, your person is definitely missing you because they feel like you are their soulmates. Pile two. All right, what does Pile two need to hear, please? This Pile two needs to hear right now, please. What does Pile two need to hear? Sorry. The letter Y dropped on the floor. Okay. Um, okay, so we have this little mushroom, which represents, I feel like, spiritual attainment and connecting to higher dimensions. This little kitty cat, so you're very cute. I feel like your person finds you very adorable. Also, you might have cat-like energy. You might be very like highly sensitive, intuitive, like a kitty. Maybe you have a cat you really love. For some of you, I feel like there's two messages. If you don't have a cat, I feel like there might be a cat that is one of your spirit guides, or maybe wants to come into your life, or there's a cat that maybe you used to own or know that is connecting with you that maybe has passed on. We have this little book of knowledge, so you guys are both really gaining a lot of spiritual enlightenment from this connection. We have this Capricorn, so yeah, I feel like that's about a lot of financial abundance. I feel like you're really in charge of your world. You might be doing really well in career right now. Oh wow, forever. So this person will love you forever. I want you to know that. Oh wow, so this says, side by side or miles apart, we will always be close at heart. So this is your person saying, even if there's emotional distance or physical distance, you will always be close to their heart. This reminds you of the third eye. So I feel like your person's getting clarity. You are as well. They really like looking at pictures of you here at this camera. They might be stalking you on social media or something, looking at pictures of you. If they have pictures of you, they're definitely looking at them. They'd also like to take pictures of the two of you together and like keep them with them and look at them. We have this little world, so you are their world. I feel like you are like their everything. And this little screw, which is a euphemism. So take that as it resonates. Your person's feeling very passionate about you, apparently. All right, Pile 2, I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance and bliss. Take care. Right, bye-bye. Hello, Pile 3. What's going on? I hope you're doing super well. Lovely to have you. All right, let's look at what's on your person's mind about you. What's on their mind? All right, Pile 3. What's on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3? What is on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3, please? What is on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3? What is on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3, please? What is on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3, please? What's on Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3, please? Pile three's person's mind when it comes to Pile 3. pile through this person's mind when it comes to pile 3. A lot of powerful energy in these cards already, you guys. There's a lot going on here. All right, so the Chariot, the Six of Cups, the Five of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Fool, the High Priestess, Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, Death, Nine of Cups, the Hermit, the Four of Wands, Justice, and then we have a few more that I'll get into. Okay, so we have the Chariot and the Page of Cups. So your person is definitely thinking about reaching out to you and taking action towards you. They definitely want to flirt with you with the Page of Cups. They want to reconnect with you. So definitely communication. Your person really wants to communicate. They're really determined to move forward in this connection. They feel like their intuition is really telling them to reach out to you right now. So they're definitely getting some sort of guidance, I think, from spirit to reach out to you. And so that's why they're really wanting to do that, take action towards you. We also have the Six of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, your person definitely, again, wants to reconnect with you, wants to bring you an offer. I feel like there's just so much here already about wanting to reconnect with you, wanting to bring you a message, say hi, see how you've been. They really feel something very special with you here. There's definitely soulmate energy. We also have the Four of Wands and the Lovers came out here as well. So this could definitely be twin flame energy, divine union. So soulmate energy for sure. So take it as it resonates as far as how you classify this. But this person is definitely feeling that pull, a really strong soul pull to you, which is again why they're wanting to reach out to you. We have the Five of Cups and the Death card. So for some of you, there's been a separation here, or something has happened in this connection where some sort of karmic cycle maybe came up, and there's been some sort of pain that's maybe been brought up in this connection. Or it could just be your person is really kind of going through something in their personal life, but this person's definitely feeling very sad here with the Death card and the Five of Cups. But it's like some sort of spiritual transformation, I think, is taking place. So for some of you, if there has been like a separation, or you guys suddenly went into like no contact, or suddenly went into separation, your person is really missing you quite a bit, and they're hoping for a rebirth in this connection as well. And again, I'm hearing the word transformation, so they're going through a personal transformation. An ascension is really what I'm feeling from this. We also have the Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. So this person feels like you're their wish fulfillment. I just heard the word like wifey. So take it as it resonates. If you're male, this person sees you as like husband vibes. But definitely if you're the divine feminine in this connection, you resonate with being female. This person's like, that's my wifey, that's my person. This is my wish fulfillment. So this person definitely sees you as their partner. They really love you. They really care about you. I feel like you really nurture them, and they feel very blessed to have you in their life. And again, they really miss you when there's no contact or you're separated. They really feel very bummed out, very disappointed, because again, you really mean so much to them. And what I'm hearing is like your loyalty means a lot to them, because they feel like you're like the person that's really down for them in life. Like you're really like, I'm here like ride or die. Like you really are there for them, and they feel like um, so grateful to have that energy in their life, because it's very rare, I think, to find someone as loyal as you are to them. And they really recognize how lucky they are and how grateful they are to have someone like you in their life. You're a very high value person. You know, a lot of people would be very lucky to have you as a partner. And this person is like, wow, I am so blessed that Pal 3 pays attention to me and cares about me. Because you know, you could really have anyone, and that's how they feel. You know, anyone would be so lucky to be with you, and they feel like they're the lucky person that found you, which is very, very sweet. Your person is extremely grateful for you. Let's see, we have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. So yeah, some realizations here are going on, I think, inside their head. They're having some sort of spiritual transformation with the Hermit really going within. A lot of major arcana here, so I feel like there's a major cycle happening for your person currently. Some sort of spiritual transformation. The Hanged Man, this is about gaining enlightenment, a new perspective on life. So they could be really becoming even more spiritual. They could have maybe hit another level of spiritual attainment. right now, which could be why there's like this dark night of the soul energy, is because maybe that's propelling them onwards and upwards into higher states of consciousness at this time. Um, but yeah, with the hangman and the hermit, if your person is being a bit quiet or distant, for some of you, it's also because there's a lot of emotional, spiritual stuff going on with them, and maybe they just really want to be within themselves at the moment. Definitely Virgo energy from this. So yeah, your person could be a Virgo, or it is just kind of in that energy of kind of retreating within themselves. I'm here like working out the kinks of their life, working out the things in their life that aren't correct, wanting to maybe make changes to who they are. I'm hearing they want to purify themselves. So they're feeling called to let go of certain things. I'm feeling like this is mostly to do with behaviors, or maybe stuff that they've struggled with in the past. This person's really like, I want to change, I want to be better. They're feeling very called to improve themselves. We also have the Fool and the Four of Wands. So this person wants to step into this beautiful union with you here. They want to step into the sunlight, have a good time with you. There's a lot of yellow in this. So there's a lot of joy I feel like your person is also thinking about with you here. Like again, with the Fool, it's like you make them feel, very light and happy and joyful, like very much like you bring out their inner child, you make them feel very fulfilled emotionally. If you're not already in a union with this person is really wanting that. That's definitely heavily on their mind, is leaving behind all the things, all the fears that prevent them. But I feel like this could also just be about coming into further union, as well. Really maturing is also what I'm hearing spiritually. Um, really wanting to let the divine take the lead in their life, and guide them where they're meant to go. And then we have the high priestess and justice. So um, they do feel like there is a very strong spiritual connection with you here with the high priestess. There is a lot of, I feel like, telepathy that happens between the two of you. There's a lot of psychic activation. Your person might even be getting in touch with their own intuition, their own psychic abilities. They definitely recognize you as a very spiritually powerful person as well, and I think they really respect you for that. And with the justice, again, something about purification, wanting to balance things out. It's like they want to improve themselves for you. It's like they want to become more virtuous and like really like start adhering to their morals more strongly, because they want to like really impress you. Perhaps you're very much like this, very spiritual, and so they want to attain that as well. And we have the magician, so really wanting to manifest you into their life, bring this connection into fruition. Yeah, they definitely want to, I feel like, create a new reality with you here. And then we have the Nine of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So this is an interesting energy as well. So there could be some fears that do trap your person, and maybe they do kind of have a tendency to run and hide a bit. Then maybe there is some tendency where they stress themselves out, they trap themselves in fear, and then they kind of go into like a panic mode. It's interesting because this is even like direct storyline. Let's arrange it. So yeah, it's like um this kind of energy where they maybe like lie to themselves or like run away, and then they kind of trap themselves in their own fears and like delusions. But I feel like with the Lovers, it's like they want to make a choice to stop doing this here. They want to choose love, and I feel like that's what this Fool energy is about, is a new beginning. And I'm feeling really letting this behavior kind of go in the past. And this definitely could have been what has resulted in this Five of Cups death energy, is maybe you really called them out for this behavior, or pointed out that maybe they do have a lot of like fears, things like that, and so they're having to really reflect on that. And I feel like wanting to change their ways, is really what I'm feeling from that. All right. Clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three right now? Clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? Clarify the Five of Cups. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three right now? Pile three's person's mind about pile three. Okay, so the world, we are one, wholeness, maturity, completion, harmony, inner union, completing cycles. So this person is connecting to the universe. They're also feeling the oneness with you and all things. And I feel like this is a result of this kind of death energy, of this spiritual attainment they're kind of undergoing right now. And then we have, oh wow, the Devil card, ego, fear, being lost in illusion, distorted view of reality, overly attached to material world. I'm freeing myself from the chains of fear. So they are freeing themselves from the chains of fear. They are freeing themselves from some sort of negative energy. So again, with this completion with the world, it's like they're completing some sort of karmic cycle within themselves of maybe really being stuck in fear. And then Page of Pentacles, loyal, dedicated, practical. I want to reach out and send you a message. And it's like they're really wanting to communicate with you here, maybe even tell you about what spiritual insights they're gaining. Clarify the Death card. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? Clarify the Death card. Clarify the Death card. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? Clarify the Death card. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? Okay, so I'm ascending to a higher state of consciousness with the judgment, spiritual awakening, reevaluations, wake up called rebirth. So they're going through a rebirth here. They're ascending to a higher state of consciousness. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, connection, partnership. And then I want to build a solid foundation with you. So they definitely want to build the solid foundation because they're starting to see how valuable that is, with you. They're wanting to really rebirth this connection into something even better than it was before, is what I'm feeling. All right. Clarify the Hermit. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three, please? Clarify the Hermit. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? The Hanged Man, oh, that's so funny. It got clarified by the Hanged Man again. Enlightenment, gaining spiritual insight, paradigm shift, realization, sacrificing ego. I'm seeing things from a new perspective, a new point of view. So yeah, they're getting a new perspective here. My heart is yours, King of Cups. So they're really realizing this, their heart belongs to you. Then we have the Five of Wands, this communication, confusion, tension, disharmony, internal conflict. There's a fight going on inside of me between my ego and my heart, and that's definitely very relevant to this with like all this energy here of like the Seven of Swords and all that. It's like this fight that's going on between them, between love and fear. But then we have the Ten of Cups. You feel like paradise, but ultimately you do feel like this happily ever after to them, like this beautiful harmony with the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands energy, really wanting that heaven on earth union with you. And then Four of Pentacles, attachment, feeling protective, possessive, insecurity, fear of loss. I'm holding on tightly to my sense of security. But it could be that they do struggle to really show you how they feel because they're afraid of losing you. Maybe if they tell you how they really feel, they're afraid it'll push you away somehow. Or they could have a fear of abandonment, a fear of loss. So they might hold on too tightly to like the 3D world. But I feel like with the Fool, it's like this is definitely about non-attachment. It's like he only has his little bag here. So it's like they're starting to, yeah, definitely let go of attachment so they can be with you. All right, let's clarify this energy here. All right, clarify the Seven of Swords. What's on pile three's person's mind about pile three? Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. What's on pile three's person? The Star, healing, blessings, faith, renewal, hope. So you fill me with hope and I have faith in our love. So even if they've been, like kind of hurtful here, maybe deceptive, it's like they still have hope in this love and they want to overcome it because we have the Love card here. It's like there's a lot of love here. They realize that. And then this says, wow, Knight of Pentacles, careful planning. I want to nurture our connection and provide you a stability. So ultimately, even if they've been maybe running in the past, it's like there's all this love here. And so they're feeling pulled back to you. And it's like they really want to nurture this connection, really, breathe new life into this connection and really heal it, mend it, grow it, nurture it, and not destroy it anymore with maybe running away. All right. Let's get some more of their energy here. All right. Pile three. What else is on pile three's person's mind when it comes to pile three, please? What else is on pile three's person's mind when it comes to pile three, please? What else is on pile three's person's mind when it comes to pile three, please? What else is on pile three's person's mind when it comes to pile three? What's on pile three's person's mind when it comes to pile three, please? Okay, so we have emotional loss here with the Five of Cups again, which is interesting. So they're definitely feeling some sort of grieving energy. If there's a separation, they're feeling like they've really lost something important to them. But then they want to take positive movement forward here. They want to grow this connection, build it. It's like they want to, move forward in a really good direction. And I feel like that reminds you of the Chariot, wanting to push past this grievance, this emotional loss, make things right with you here. Whoa, but we do have suffering and silence with the Nine of Swords coming out again. So your person is going through a lot here. They're really stressing out about this connection. I think they're, again, really scared of losing you. And then we have the Six of Swords. So moving on, it's like they want to move past this difficulty. They want to move past these challenges towards something better. And then we have passion ignited. So they're feeling really lit up for you right now. The Ace of Wands, really wanting that new beginning, feeling really inspired by you. Because we have light with the sun. So it's like there's this energy of enlightenment that they feel with you, that you are the light in their life, the light in the darkness that they're going through. And then we have spiritual union and choose wisely. And they're seeing that they really need to make this choice here for the spiritual union, and that this is the wise choice, I feel like, is to, come into the light and have the spiritual union with you here. And they feel like they're in the darkness when they don't choose that path. Like if they've chosen a path other than, connection with you, it's really led to a lot of darkness, a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, because I feel like there's a lot of destiny here and a strong emotional pull. And so even if they try to like run away from this connection or deny their feelings, they really can't, because there's this undeniable. I'm just like really hearing the words like soul pull, like soul tug, what they feel like in their heart to come be with you. All right, what does pile three's person want to say to pile three? What does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? Does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? Does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? Does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What else does pile three's person want to say? All right. I'm letting go of blame and resentment and seeing the bigger picture and lesson in all of this. So yeah, if there's been triggering, issues between the two of you, they're starting to really see the bigger picture. They're starting to really see the lesson and everything that's happened, and they're letting go of like blaming you for things. I never chose to fall in love with you. Loving you is part of who I am, and I think that's definitely a sign of like a deep soul connection, twin flame connection. Is it's like they can't choose to love you or not love you. It's just who they are as a person, is that they love you. I was scared if I let you fully into my heart, you would destroy me. Whoa. So that could have been really why they might have run away, because they were scared that if you came into their heart, you would really hurt them, you'd destroy them. I try to act aloof to hide how totally in love with you I am. So maybe your person does try to act like distant or aloof, because they're trying to, again, you know, not show you how they really feel. They're not trying to let you fully into their heart, let you see all this love that they have for you. Um, we've been through so much together. We can't give up on this love. Wow. So this person feels like you guys have been through a lot together. There is, again, like this deep soul connection here. And so this person doesn't want to give up on this, because you might have already had a past where you guys have been through a lot. And so they're feeling like this isn't the end of this. The superficial things I thought I wanted only brought me suffering. So for some of you, your person did, again, go down a path that was more superficial, but it only brought them a lot of suffering. I made incorrect assumptions and it triggered me. So this could be about maybe in the past your person got triggered because they thought you were doing something maybe you weren't doing, or they might have made assumptions that you didn't care about them, or that you were being hurtful even if you weren't. And it triggered them, and they might have reacted, and they might have run away because they misunderstood things. I miss being intimate with you, so they're missing that. I feel like emotional and physical intimacy. Connecting with you means stepping into the unknown and dealing with my emotions, and sometimes it's hard for me to do. So the Fool is about stepping into the unknown. It's about dealing with these emotions. It's about actually being emotionally honest, and I feel like maybe it was hard for your person. It was scary. I'm scared that I'm not good enough for you. I think you deserve perfection, and I don't want to disappoint you. So another fear of, not being good enough for you, that you deserve perfection and they don't feel, worthy of you at times. I can't stop thinking about the way it felt. So I think they can't stop thinking about the way it felt to be with you, the way it felt to definitely be intimate with you as well. I'm becoming more humble and learning to value the needs and feelings of others. So I think this person has been learning a lot about compassion, learning to feel compassionate for your emotions. They're becoming more humble. They're starting to understand that other people have feelings too. I will never regret the love we've shared. I would do it all over again, no matter what has happened between us. I'm grateful for all the love you've given me. Every emotion and sensation is heightened with you. You make me feel raw. Whoa. Yeah. So this is again like you bring up so many emotions for them. It makes them feel very raw, very vulnerable. It brings up a lot of fear. And then it's not you, it's me. So this is definitely a clarification that if there's been hurtful behavior, it's not about you, it's about them and their issues and their fears of being hurt by you, not being good enough for you. So definitely don't take any of this personally. It's just about, yeah, they have a lot of fears here that kind of get in the way. I have so many truths I want to get off my chest. What else does Pal Three's person want to say? I want to be vulnerable with you. Interesting. So I was just saying, what they're afraid of vulnerability, but then there's this desire for this intimacy. There's this desire for vulnerability because vulnerability is where you find true connection. What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say? What else does Pile Three's person want to say? So yeah, but I want to take action towards you, and I think about reaching out to you all the time. So this person definitely does think about hitting you up, taking action towards you, reaching out. So this person really wants to communicate with you. I'm ascending to a higher form of love. Um, I want you in my life forever. I want you in my bed, very passionate. I love kissing you. Wow. You set off fireworks within me, so tons of passion as well. Your love is the most precious gift I've ever received. We're a match made in heaven. So again, divine counterpart energy from that one. I'd run away from it all just to be with you. You are where I belong, and your love has healed me more than you know. So you've done a lot for this person emotionally, like you've really healed them. I feel like you've really aided in their ascension as well, like their spiritual awakening. I think they're very grateful to you for that. What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say? I'm thinking about what to say to you. I want to tell you the truth about how I feel. Interesting because they said, I want to be vulnerable. I have so many truths I want to get off my chest. I melt in your arms. Every love song reminds me of you and I. Very sweet. I will never let you go. You make my heart bloom. So, heart chakra activation. I feel our connection just as strongly as you do. I've been looking for you my whole life. I'm so grateful I finally found you and we could have it all together. Wow. So this person really sees a really bright future for the two of you here. They really see that you guys could have it all together. Um, if they feel like they can conquer these fears and actually come towards you. What else does Path Three's person what to say to Pile Three? What else does Path Three's person what to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person what to say? I want to talk to you and see how you've been. See another card of communication. We're better together. You're the only one I want. I will love you until the end of time, and I want to see you in person. So this person really wants to see you, see your face. They really want to have that energetic connection with you in person. So they might ask you to hang out for some of you. What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? I confess all of my secret feelings to you inside my head where it feels safe. So, again, all these secret feelings that they confess to you inside their head because they don't feel safe doing it in person. You triggered painful wounds in me that caused me to run and hide. Makes sense. I wish you were here. Our connection hurts and confuses me sometimes. So, yeah, they got confused. They made incorrect assumptions. They got triggered. They ran and hid. Oh, wow, I've misunderstood things between us before and gotten hurt. That literally makes so much sense. So, yeah, they definitely, I feel like there was a miscommunication here somewhere. I've shown you a side to me I usually keep hidden from others, and I long to tell you how much I love you every single day. So they really want to be honest with you, tell you how they feel about you, show you this vulnerable side to them and how they really do feel about you. What else does Pile Three's person want to say to Pile Three? What else does Pile Three's person want to say? Um, It's very sweet. I need you close to me. So yeah, they really want to be close with you. Again, missing that intimacy, missing your touch. I can't help but stare. You're so beautiful. Oh, so this person thinks you're super beautiful. They definitely like to look at pictures of you and then say yes to heaven, say yes to me. So they feel like this is heaven on earth with you. And they want you to say yes to them. They want you to say yes to this heavenly, divine energy if they do come towards you. All right, pile three. What is pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three? What's pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What's pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? So we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking. The steps are guided to take. So this person feels like this is worth making the effort. This is worth, taking the chance, taking the leap of faith. Wow. And then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So there could be some divine timing involved here where it's not quite the right time for a person to come towards you. Maybe there's still some cycles that need to be completed within themselves. Within you as well. I feel like this is just a sign that the universe is watching out for this connection and not to stress out the timing of things. Also, again, like you're worth waiting for and worth making the effort. Like this person feels like this is true love. All right. What is pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What's pile three's person's current energy towards pile three, please? What's pile three's person's current energy? Wow. What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? What is pile three's person's current energy towards pile three? Person's current energy towards pile three. So we have pleasure. So they feel like you bring them a lot of pleasure here. There's a lot of comfort in this connection, very nurturing. This again reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles kind of vibe where it's like, very safe. It's like you're like a warm hug to them, like a warm bath. And then joy, bring them a lot of happiness here. Transformation and silence. So if there is a silence between the two of you, it means that they're transforming. They're going through this death energy. They're ascending. So don't worry about the silence because it means that they are processing. It means they're going through something really important. So that reminds me a lot of like the hermit energy going within in the silence to discover themselves so that they can be like this beautiful butterfly for you and come out and really show you the love that you deserve, show you, how much they care and learn to feel safe in that vulnerability by healing those inner wounds that kind of prevent them from being, I feel like, emotionally honest with you. All right, let's get you some advice here. Advice for file three, please. Advice for file three. Jesus say? Okay, so we have Kuan Yin, beautiful. Care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So this is about being in service to other people, offering love and compassion to your person and to others, and do what is right for other people, and be love, like embody that love energy. I feel like that'll help you see this person in the situation from a higher perspective. And then Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. So really focus on your manifestations. Don't let yourself be distracted by doubts of or wondering like how things are going to happen. Just know that things are going to happen and just sit back and allow yourself to receive. So I'm hearing for some of you, a vision board, like things you've put on a vision board are going to manifest, or creating a vision board if you don't have one could be really helpful. So take that as it resonates. So yeah, especially if it's like union with this person is something you're manifesting, I feel like this is a sign that that's happening. All right, pile three, more advice for pile three. Interesting. So we have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So we can see this person going to like an elderly figure. So if you have people in your life that give good advice, reaching out to them for support. This could also be about reaching out to source for support, the angels to guide you. Love who you are. You are divine, you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. So don't forget how divine and amazing you are, that you are worthy of love. You deserve beautiful things in your life and love who you are. Fall in love with yourself and then spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. So, when you guys do get to connect, spend that quality time, really connect with them. I feel like this is about like letting go of resentment so this reunion can happen, and really listen and try to listen to your person through your heart. And also, I think look at the situation through the eyes of love and really see what's going on here at a deeper level, instead of just reacting from your ego. Let's see. Let's get some last messages from them and see what else they want to say to you. All right. What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three, please? What else does pile three's person want to say to pile three? Okay. There are so many unspoken words between us. Yes, definitely. You make me feel hot and bothered. I don't want to move on. We could have it all. You excite me with a winky face. I love our friendship. Let's flirt. And separation hurts me too. So if there's a separation, it's really hurting them also. All right, pile three. What is pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three, please? What is pile three's person's overall energy towards pile three? So we have, wow, so Five of Swords and the Five of Pentacles, so some sort of separation here, some sort of, stuff that's kind of come up between the two of you, regret maybe about words and actions, and then the Two of Swords is about making decisions, having to choose between love and fear, and then we have the Ace of Pentacles, so a new beginning, your person is really wanting to reach out for you for that. All right, pile three. Pile three needs to hear right now. Pile three needs to hear right now. Oh wow, so you have this lotus, which reminds you of enlightenment and ascension as well. This little lion, so a lot of Leo energy, confidence. This little rubber chicken, this is hilarious. So this reminds you of like your person wants to have good times with you. They want to make you laugh. They miss your friendship. The Zia symbol, which is about unity, harmony, balance. We have this little matcha tea, so maybe getting together, enjoying some tea. This says hope with an angel, so don't give up hope on this situation. Be fearless. I'm hearing fearless in your conviction and fearless in your faith. We have the sun and the moon, so definitely divine counterpart energy here. Meditation might be relevant. This mudra, so maybe you guys are getting into meditation. This little bee was about miracles happening. Dragonfly, ones of communication and transformation as well. The letter D, I feel like that's for destiny. The number 4, which reminds me of the Four of Wands, again, harmony, stability, and then this little piglet. So it's like your person wants to reach out, but there's a little bit of shyness here. It's like the person has a cute energy. I feel like they're very shy deep down, and they really miss you because I feel like you're also very like sensitive and they really relate to you in that way. All right, pile through. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Sending you abundance and bliss. Take care. All right, bye bye.